Hey, I bet you're wondering why I didn't upload at all this year. Well, the time has come for me to tell, since we are on the last day of 2022 and we're on a new year. I figured I'd film this video with my dog beside me for some comfort, because I'm going to get into some serious topics I've been holding back talking about for a few years. So let's get into it. All these years, I've said that, oh yeah, school and work have gotten in the way completely. And if you hear anything from there, that's my brother playing a game. We need to let him. We need to let each other enjoy ourselves. So anyway, all these years I've been saying that, school and work have been getting in the way of my videos. Well, there's a lot more to it than that. While school and work have been big contributors to why I don't upload like as actively as I used to before I had a job. Yeah, some other things have happened within my personal life that I really didn't want to say anything about on camera yet, but it's been a few years. I'm, almost 20. I mean, I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but I think it's finally time I just kind of lightly reveal what's been going on. I'm not going to get into all the nitty gritty, but yeah. So it all started in 2018, actually, when my grandma passed away. And that first camera that I used was one of the last presents that she ever gave me. So I tried to use it as much as I could, but in reality, I was so upset over it, and so was my family. It's okay, Polly girl. Every once in a while, I'm gonna stop talking to take care of her. Oh, good stretchies. So, yeah, that happens, and my family and I were really, really, just distraught. And this can get very stressful. And with school and work that year all happening at once, it was just too stressful for me to, upload. So I didn't post as much in 2018. But then after that, we lost another family member, and it was my cousin. I'm not saying how anybody passed because I don't believe that's appropriate. But it was very sudden and unexpected. Both things were really just unexpected and really caught everybody off guard. And with all that going on, like doing this, I think just would have stressed me out to the point where something worse could have happened. So I'm kind of glad I'm kind of glad I cut down my uploads drastically after those events occurred. And with school getting harder and stuff, and my job asking me to work more, I just didn't have time for this. But yeah, that's why 2018 was the worst year of my life. And some of those thumbnails for those videos, I kind of hid some messages in there. I don't know if only friends known about this, close friends from home especially. I try not to talk about it too much, but I'm just done hiding it all. It just took me a little time. But that's all I'm saying about that. Next thing, junior year of high school came up after that. And that was the most stressful year, even before we got shut down and put into online learning. Yeah, so, and, with work and that, I couldn't do this. I just couldn't. And I just had to just stop. I couldn't upload this. I don't know what else to say. I literally just couldn't upload because I didn't have time to edit. I didn't have time to film. I didn't have time to do any of that. So yeah, and then COVID happened. We all got shut down, put into online learning. Now for a while we didn't have to do anything because they were still trying to figure stuff out. So why didn't I use that time to upload? Well, again, I had to keep my health in check and just take a break. Because as I said, this stuff just became more and more stressful over time rather than fun, which is why I don't do it as much anymore. So yeah, I didn't upload in quarantine. Well, I did, only once. It was the Minecraft video that's still public on my channel today. It got 3,700 views, as last I remember, because of GamerBoy80. But yeah, that was the only video I did in quarantine, like the real quarantine period, like March to May, pretty much. Other videos I did kind of were after, a little bit after we kind of slowly started to reopen. But yeah, I really just put my health first and didn't, upload anything because it would have been just too much for me to do it. And, we adjusted to essentially a new world and all this stuff, so I just didn't want to do much. So that was 2020. I still did, the holiday hauls and everything, but I don't want my channel to, just become those just once every year, but that kind of is what it has become. So, yeah. 2021 rolls around. At this point, I'm a senior in high school, and I'm graduating, looking for colleges, as well as trying to do, hybrid work for school. I uploaded a few videos that year, including the food reviews that got very popular. Thanks again. But then after that, I just didn't, upload too much. I filmed a video with some of my college friends in November, but I didn't edit it or post it or anything. The footage is still sitting in my Google Drive and now my my SSDs. But that's it. I don't know if it's really worth posting that video anymore since I filmed it almost, a year and a half ago. But I'll figure something out. But in the holiday haul video, I said that 2022, this year was not all that great, and that's why I'm really excited for a new year. Because this year, this is very hard to talk about, but this year, I started struggling with depression and anxiety to the point where I wasn't eating. I lost a lot of weight, and I really didn't want to do anything. And there was even some days I didn't want to live anymore. Yep, it really did get that bad. Why did all that happen? Well, I was under a lot of stress for the spring 22 semester in particular because I tried to take courses ahead of my level. I passed them, which I believe is what matters. And they're really good, valuable courses, and I'm glad to have the experience under my belt now. But I think I did too much, and I just reached my breaking point, and I snapped. I had 2 major anxiety attacks in April, one on Easter, in fact, and I didn't do like anything. I don't even remember eating much that day. So those last 3 weeks of that semester were very tough, and unfortunately it continued to persist once I got home and through my summer classes and work here. I'm now on an antidepressant medicine, and I'm in therapy for 2 months. Adding this onto all of that and other college work for this semester, I think I would have had an intense relapse of all that stuff from April doing that. So I just can't do this as much as I used to because I don't want to reach another new breaking point, because that would really suck. And I would probably never upload a video here again if that happened. So, yeah. And now that brings us to today. How am I doing? Well, I'm in my second year of college. I finished the first semester of that year with a 4.0 GPA, in fact. So I did really good. I've been taking my medicine. I've been doing my therapy sessions once a week like I'm supposed to. I have done other things to kind of keep my health in check. Hi, puppy girl. Look at the camera. She's been a really good emotional support animal, even though she's not actually an ESA. Holly here has been very helpful in keeping us all together and calm. Right, puppy? Shake. She won't do anything because I don't have a treat. But yeah. So now, why did I stop doing this? I guess as much. I mean, all that stuff is a contributing factors. I just really wasn't in a great state of mind for all these years. And I'm glad I'm finally doing stuff to kind of get my mental health under control. And I'm glad I haven't been doing this as much so that way I can keep it under control. But also, as I said, doing this is very stressful. And honestly, I've grown to not really like editing too much. And I would love to hire an editor. I would love to hire a graphic designer for my thumbnails. I would love to hire people to do all this. Because I have this ambitious dream of turning AA Studios into an actual business. But again, it's an ambitious dream that would cost a lot to do. And I definitely can't do that right now. So, yeah. I kind of lost my passion for this. Especially after late 2017 when I made some certain videos that I don't really like to speak of too much anymore. Because I highly regret doing them. Yeah, after that I was completely burned out. And then all the deaths in my family happened in 2018. 2019 was stressful academic year. 2020 was COVID. 21 I was searching for colleges. 22 I have all this anxiety now. I ultimately just kind of lost my passion for doing YouTube over the years. And I've always said, like, I want to come back. Make a big comeback and just make, like, a big video and, like, just do something awesome to welcome me back. But because I have all this technology and stuff that I feel like I'm making my family waste money on. Like, that green screen I have, I've only used it in one video. And it was 3 years ago, and I've used it in a few videos. But I haven't used it much, though. It's just literally just sitting under my bed collecting dust. I only used it in 2020, basically. That was it. So I feel really bad for making my family waste all this money getting me stuff, and it's literally just sitting around. I'm not using it. So that's the main reason why I want to come back, because I want to use what I have and not let it sit around and collect dust. But it's very hard to with health problems and trying to deal with your family and trying to keep everybody just together and stuff, and just trying to maintain a healthy lifestyle while doing this as a hobby. Because when I was a 12-year-old boy starting my channel in my old bedroom with an iPod and pieces of paper, I was, trying to get famous. I was like every kid on YouTube, I think, just trying to get famous by doing some gaming content. Well, that 12-year-old boy is almost 20 years old now, and he's, grown up and realized that I would not like to do this as a full-time job. I'm studying video game development, so I'm at least going into gaming, but the business side, project management, and all that. I definitely like doing it. I will say. It can be stressful at times, of course, but I like doing it more than this. Because I don't have to edit videos like this. I don't have to do any graphic design. Sometimes I might have to, but it's still, even though it's just managing stuff, even though it's managing like a big project, like making a video game is a lot of work. Even though it's a big project like that, it's still less work than this, because making a video for me right now is just solo. For video game development, you're on a team. So it's a lot less work for one person because everybody has, work to do. So this, yes, is still, I am calling making videos more stressful than project manager for video game development. So I hope that clarifies a lot of things as to why I haven't been uploading a lot. That's why my activity took a massive drop over the last 4 years. And if I want to get, and I will try to get back into this. 2023 is going to have a lot of travel opportunities. I'll say that much for me. And maybe I'll put up some travel vlogs. I think those would be some good videos. And as I keep saying, I would definitely love to live stream more. I would love to do that. But I gotta find games to play. I gotta find friends to play with. Well, I have all that, but we just have to find a time to do it. That's what I have to find. We just have to find a time to do it. A proper time to do it. And then I'll just export the live stream as a video if you all want to watch it. So, hope that clarifies everything that's been going on, or with my channel's activity, if you've been wondering why it's been dropped. Yeah, I got nothing else to say, so I will see you all in the new year. I hope you have a happy new year. Hope you had a happy holidays. And yeah, see you all whenever I see you all for the next one.
Bye, Ollie girl. She's such a good girl.